get home. Okay,
We
so
just did this.
well, sucks to be you. Okay. 4, 8, 12, 5, excuse me, 7. Okay. How many of you are going to walk home today? Raise your hand, please. Or walk to, we'll do to school first. How many of you walk to school? Up high so I can see them. Okay, good. How many of you walk home after school? 4? Okie dokie. How many of you rode a bike to school? 1. How many of you are going to ride your bike home? 1. School bus. Coming here to school, school bus. Raven, is it your hand up or down? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many of you are in the bus home? Keep your hand up if you're in the bus home. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I hope you guys do better than 8th grade. I'll tell a story to you every minute.
Parent, who of you are going to ride home with a parent or like a grandma or something like that? Oh, to school first. To school. How many of you rode in a car to school from your parent or someone like that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is your hand up? 6, 7, 8. How many of you are riding home with a parent or guardian? Someone like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Remember, y'all have to answer.
14, 15. Any carpooling? Riding with someone else, like riding with a friend? No? There was none last night.
Get off the computer and pay attention.
Any transportation such as like a bus or a subway, which we don't have in Altoona, so
Like if you're in the public bus.
no. Any skateboarding, light skating, something like that? Rollerblades? No? Okay, let's see how well you guys did. 16.
Okay, so I'll tell a story while
20,
Mr.
28.
Stevens doing this. So 8th grade, 2 days in a row, one class could not figure it out. And so Mr. Gilbert was irritated this morning because when he added it up, it did add up to the amount of numbers of kids here or in his class. So they don't know running in the gym to figure out how many of them walk, take a bus. I mean, like seriously, like listen.
I did forget to do it yesterday, so we're going to do that quick. How many of you walked to school yesterday? Yesterday. I forgot to do it yesterday. That's my fault. So 3, and how many people are going to walk home yesterday? Yesterday.
Who walked home yesterday?
Say that who is going to walk home yesterday. That was wrong tense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thank you.
Wait, who did what?
Who walked home yesterday?
Okay, then it's not concerning you. How many of you rode your bike to school yesterday?
Yesterday.
1. How many of you rode your bike home?
Rode your bike home.
If not, your bike is staying here. How many of you brought a bus to school yesterday?
You ride a bus.
Rode a bus to school yesterday. Proper
Yellow
grammar.
bus, raise your hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ophelia, is your hand up?
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Focus.
15. How many of you rode the bus home? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 28.
Hang on, Evan, we're done.
Parents' car. How many of you brought your mom or dad dropped you off yesterday morning? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many of you, your parents picked you up after school? Raise your hand. Yesterday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Your hand down.
And then I'm assuming carpool, no one. And again, transit and other. Okay. Let's see how well you guys did that time. Very good on that one. You laughed at me.
No, man, I this
21.
This is so hard for them. Feel like the same thing.
Okay.
If they didn't know how they got home.
All right, there's the problem of the day. You got that done. Remind me tomorrow if I forget to do it again.
Game's off. Go to the computer.
Raven, it's your job to remind me tomorrow to do that. And the next day.
How's that furniture?
Because she's sitting right out here.
Thank you, company.
longer switch.
Okay, so you have a catch up on paperwork. Oh, yes, you would, right? Okay, sorry. All work distributed.
I'll work on her.
Okay, we're done.
Which presentation are you trying to get the slides back for? Oh, you delete the whole thing.
But you did it in Google?
Yeah, you can get it back.
Yeah,
You can get it
just
back.
click on the drive.
I don't know how to.
Delete the whole thing on verbal.
Oh.
Delete the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Because Norm, you're right, I'm not she. That's you. That's me someone else.
I wanted to.
Everyone should have a paper out, you should be working on this problem. You should have a piece of paper out, your notebook. Close your Chromebooks. You don't need your Chromebook. Because you're looking at a chart. Let's go, look down the chart, let's go, you should already have this guy, some of these still fit to me.
And FYI, I don't wanna see any spinners. If I see a spinner, it's mine. You get one warning, put it away. Otherwise, I don't wanna see it. People just play with it.
We just actually talked about that in LT this morning, that 6-8, all your teachers will take them. Unless you are a student that a teacher has said, hey, Elijah, I know you need a fidget toy, here's a fidget toy. So unless a teacher has told you that we know you need a fidget toy, and there are some of you that have fidget toys because it's in a plan that we met with your mom and dad, and we actually planned it for you, that's a different story. But even then, you do not get to have the spinners out because they are a distraction. So we just talked about it.
Especially yesterday when I could hear him spinning, and if I could hear him spinning, that means other people could hear him spinning. It was driving me nuts.
Well, that is a point. So the idea of having a fidget is that you're fidgeting with something quietly, because then your fingers are occupied, so your brain is on the assignment. The problem is you're fidgeting and concentrating on the fidget toy, and you're not paying attention to
Then
it.
yesterday, some of the kids had ones that come apart, so they're taking
Oh,
all apart.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
It was,
So just like bottle flipping we outlawed, same thing. So unless you have it in a plan that we have met with your parents, you may not have it out. And I know every one of your teachers will probably tell you within the next couple days, because we just met about it this morning. And that includes that little clickety box thingy.
Those are really.
They're extremely annoying. So that's why some of you, we give you like these small little balls to squeeze, because those are quiet, they're just meant for you. They're not fun, there's the key word, Elijah, they're not fun. Fidget toys aren't meant to be fun, they're meant to engage your brain, not be fun.
they're not a toy.
Right.
And that's when you guys get
Just
messed up.
brought that up, because we literally just talked.
Oh, good. 'Cause I had a bird yesterday, kind of,
Well, Burger brought it up too, because Burger is an artist, done with it. It's ridiculous.
they just lost money, and,
Honey's gone, fidget toys are gone, yeah, no. And if you are a student that says, darn it, I think I'm supposed to have a fidget, or if you're confused, come talk to us. We'll tell you. We know the kids in this class that have a plan to have a fidget toy. We know. So we wouldn't bug you because we know.
I don't know, what about recess, did they look at them at recess, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know if that was discussed or not.
so the question was, we don't let them take their phones out to recess, so we probably aren't gonna let them take toys out to
Okay.
recess. But that wasn't totally discussed, but it was mentioned about,
Maybe I'll tell Julie that, or maybe that's something we did talk about.
that might be something at recess. Yeah, I guess it's their own
Or
time.
an indoor recess.
That might be better. Yeah, I don't know, that's a good question.
I can see kids asking about that.
Yeah, that might be. Or Rubik's Cubes, I guess in 7th or 8th grade, they're bringing Rubik's Cubes to classes, like seriously.
Yeah, these are.
It's
No, that's fine, it was good, we need to talk
totally
about it.
squirrel conversation.
So what do you know about the temperature of Denver in February, and hopefully you know that this goes January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and my name is actually spelled in here, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, I see it.
So each one of those stands for a month, Maddie, what do you notice about December and February and in January? Or sorry, February and December, my bad. They're about the same, right? Because here's February, here's December. They're pretty close. Maybe February's a little bit higher, but they're pretty close to the same, right? Very good. What month/months are Beijing and Shanghai the same? So there could be more than 1 month. That's why I said month/months. Okay, and Beijing is the red one. Oh, sorry, I was pointing to the wrong one for Denver, wasn't I? Denver's blue. Yeah, then they are pretty much exactly the same. My bad. So Beijing is red, Shanghai is the green one. What 2 months or what month or months are they the same? Bailey, if there's one, just one, please. April, right here. And how'd you know that they were about the same? One's overlapping the other. Is there any other months where they kind of overlap or are fairly close? June, right here, right? They're pretty close. That's June. Oh yeah, that is July. Sorry. Yeah. That's really close. Shanghai is maybe a little bit more, but not much. Ava? March. January, February, March.
That's blue.
Oh, that's the blue one. We're looking for green and the red. But yeah, that'd be for Denver and Beijing. May, right here, right? Pretty close. Okay. The one that they were pretty much exact though would have probably been April's probably the closest, being exact. And Bailey, you're right. It's the one when they overlap. Last one. Who is the biggest difference from their lowest to the highest? So which one fluctuates the most throughout a year? Okay, I know in Wisconsin we fluctuate quite a bit. We can get below 50 sometimes and up to 100 plus sometimes. So that's a big fluctuation, right? So which one up here, Ellie, do you think has the biggest fluctuation? The red one, because this one's roughly about what? Roughly. -4, -5, and it goes up to about what? 25, 26. And notice this is Celsius, not Fahrenheit, so difference. So don't think it's only 25 degrees for the high there. That's 25 degrees Celsius. All right? Any questions? All right? This would be a good problem for like a test, especially because you got to figure out which line is which. Always look for the key. Right here is your key. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So they probably should have actually labeled these months down here. But that's okay. All right, today you're going to do graphing again, except now instead of we've done everything in one quadrant. Okay. Most of you know that there's 4, hopefully, right? Because everything you've done so far has looked like this, right? That gets into 3-dimensional. She asked, can there ever be more than like 4? I said, well, kinda. That gets more into 3-dimensional, like X, Y, and Z graphing. That's going to be like so far down the road. Josie, you'll be gray hair. I'm kidding, not that old. Okay, so if you did not know, there are 4 more quadrants to this grid or this graph, right? Everything you've done in here has been like what? Negative, 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 positive. What is everything you've graphed so far been pretty much? Positive what? You gotta have 2. Positive, positive. And if you don't know this, you're going to need to write this down, that this quadrant is positive, positive. Always.
I should see almost every one of you writing this.
And you don't got to get fancy, just make the cross.
Just make the cross.
And again, which one of these lines are X and which one's Y? Which one's X and which one's Y? Because I had people yesterday getting the 2 mixed up still. Ashton? The what? What do you mean by bottom? This one?
Say left, right.
The one that goes across or up and down? Is what? X. Correct. This is X, which means then this one is Y. Okay? I had people yesterday still getting the 2 mixed up.
You don't need to write the lines in between.
So again, what is going to be right here in the middle where they intersect? You should know that point. Okay? 0, we need 2 numbers though. 0 what? 0, 0. I'm just going to add that in. That's your starting point for everything. That's called, it actually has a name. Does anyone know what that name is? That point 0, 0 in the middle has a name. Anyone know what it is? It starts with an O.
Was the origin?
No, very good. Up top.
It's
The
on the
origin.
text.
Kind of like origin, original, that's how I remember it. Okay, that's where everything starts, right there. Right? Let's do this quadrant over here. Any idea what's going to be this quadrant? I mean, think of these as number lines. They're just two number lines that intersect. One that goes up and down, one comes across. All right, Mr. Yanni? Okay, very good. So the x is negative and the y is positive because this is still positive for this. And this gets to the negatives because you're 0, so anything less than that would be negative.
So you kind of go backwards from 0. If you go backwards from 0, your numbers get smaller. But if you go up to the sky, you're still going positive.
Yep. Next one. This one, we'll just keep going around counterclockwise, I guess. That one, any idea what that one's going to be? Okay. Very good, because now our y is going below 0, so that's getting negative. Okay.
Think about it, it's going down. So it's going down, you're going negative.
And we got one left. Right?
Someone different. Let's go, someone. You guys keep relying on mostly the 5th graders to answer questions. 6th graders
Go with
embarrassed.
Isabel. Any idea what that last one might be?
Which way is your y going to go, positive or negative? No, your y is going to go which way? We're on this quadrant.
You said
Your
y
x
is going
go-
what?
Oh, sorry, x.
Yeah, you said y was going what? You're right.
Sorry.
What's the x going?
Here.
Positive. Very good. Speak up. Okay.
Positive.
Yeah, you're right.
Correct.
So anytime you have a point, you should tell based on what the numbers are they positive or negative, where it's going to go. Okay, so for example, if I gave you the point, well, we should probably number these a little bit first, right? Otherwise, we're not going to know where it goes. Okay, so let's say this is 2 here. Okay, what's this one going to be on this side? Very good, -2. Those of you who said -2. And those of you who said -2, how'd you know it was -2? Because I'm sure some people were like, oh, how'd you get that? How'd you know it was -2? Emily? So you're, like, again, like a number line, right? 0's right in the middle. Same distance from 0 on either side, right? Kind of like a mirror image, just one side's negative. Okay? So if we go up by 2s, this would be 4 and then 6, and then this one I'm going to have to write up here, 8, 10, and so on. Obviously, this side would be negative what then?
4, 6, 8.
Very good. I think you guys, most of you kind of get the gist of it. What about this way? We'll go up first. What's going to be that first line going up on the y?
What's going to be that first line?
2, 4, 6, 8, all the way up to wherever we want to go to, right? I'll just go to 8. What about coming this way, Kalina? Can you speak up? Exactly the same?
What kind of 2? So it's going to be 2? There you go.
With
Yeah.
-2, and this one would be negative, and so on, right? Okay, so now that you know the numbers, obviously you didn't know them before. So
I probably never heard of quadrants.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sure.
I don't know. Do they
You remember
do
which
that?
ones? I don't remember which one's which.
Don't we start from that first one? Right?
Go this way, right?
Right.
I'm 99% sure.
Okay, never mind. Don't do it then. Do they have it then? I didn't know that was.
No, they do. 99% sure. I haven't done this in a year, so I'm 99.9% sure. I am.
So what he's looking at right now is in each quadrant, we call it something. So we might say point, -5, -4 is in one.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3.
We're right.
So we were, okay.
Okay.
That's-
So they number these, but the weird thing is they don't go clockwise.
No.
It's how we did it in order, counterclockwise. So they're all called quadrants because quad means 4, so there's 4 of them. That's why they're called quadrants. This is called, I'll put quad for abbreviation. This is quadrant 1. Okay, so what would this one be, do you think then? 2, and this one would be,
3.
and this one would be quadrant 4.
And you'll see it, we number it like that in something. So it's no reason why, but at least for you to introduce and know.
Yeah,
And
at
you
least
can
you
think
see.
about where to start by positive numbers. we always talk about positive numbers, so just always remember that's kind of where you start.
And you've done this one, this is the one you've kind of done already, so that's the first thing you kind of learned, it's the easiest. Right? But honestly, it's no different than graphing this one. You always do your X first and then your Y. No different. So I'm gonna put a couple points up here and maybe I'll have people come up and plot them.
Right here.
Okay? So I would say I can't go much higher than 10, so let's go, we'll start easy. Oh, I like that color. That's nice.
Green, what is-
Yeah, it's
It's pretty, isn't it?
It's the same as what went up before.
Whatever, it's not.
It is not the same.
It's like
Three.
a little bit later.
So that was a good question Elijah said, is that 13? No, we always put coordinates in
Sorry, mine wasn't very.
parentheses. So anytime, yeah, but you would have known that because coordinate points are always in parentheses. Okay, so even if someone does write messy, you know that there's parentheses on the front and back end. That's how you do it. So those of you staring at the board, start
Plotting these points.
You do not need to have the lines up and down.
At
Just
least
kind
put them
of
where the
estimate.
quadrant is.
Yeah, just put them in the quadrant, just estimate where they would go. You should be able to estimate on your paper where 3 is. You should be able to estimate where -3, you don't even have to write in the numbers, Abby. You guys don't even have to write in the numbers, just estimate. If I know 3, I'm not gonna obviously go all the way to the right by the number 10. I know it's gonna be somewhere by the 0, so I'm gonna put a point there, and I'm gonna go -6, I'm gonna find that.
And I'll tell you this on your homework and stuff, normally they'll say this, they'll say like, point A is that.
Yeah.
So when you put that point, you put an A next to it. And this would be point B,
Because otherwise, that's
C.
all over.
D, and E.
Just
Now, can I
estimate.
one of those graphs?
Yeah, perfect, just estimate. No, you don't put the numbers there, you put the point
You
there.
might, actually for the homework you want to.
Yes, you can. Estimate where do you think 3
Gonna make a
-6 is going to.
So here's what I want you to do, I'm gonna have people come up, I want you to put the point wherever it goes and the letter that goes with that point. Okay, that way we know which one you did. Alright, so hopefully my writing here isn't in the way, if not, just put a point over. You're it. Go ahead, you're it.
We do the
Don't write
formula,
the
like,
write the
do
letter.
like 1, 2, 3, 4.
So estimate.
And Raven's gonna pick, I don't know what that is.
Well, you say after 3, it shows you like.
Oh, yeah.
From 1 through.
Raven, what letter is that?
Okay, but which way
Huh?
to start first?
Then put, you have to write E next to it so we know what it is. Raven, you have to pick the next person, please.
Right? Then we go up and down. So you have to go left to right first. So where? No, that's on the Y axis. You do not go left.
Just on this one?
You can't do E, you can do D, C, B, or A.
On this?
No,
on all of them? All.
That was A?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Raven said this was A, not E. So she changed it, so you can't do A.
The next one.
I don't wanna go. Oh, yeah, maybe.
There.
Yep, put the letter what it is.
Kind of like when you
That's letter what?
read across, right?
Good, Kay, you gotta pick someone else, please. Boy. We already had 2 girls, you gotta pick a boy.
Hurry up, I'm gonna pick. You see these questions, don't wait for them to do it, let's go. And I said, don't wait for them to do it.
E? Okay, Betty, go ahead. Yeah, B and D yet. Actually, B and D left.
Wait, what? Oh.
That's why, I mean, that's all, remember?
Very good. And we have letter D yet, and then we will talk about it, make sure we all agree. Please pick someone. Letter D. Yep, letter D, please.
So if I have a positive, bring it, negative,
Okay,
I have a
so we'll start with the first one and go from there and double check them. A, negative 3, 6.
over that bracket is
Negative 3, or sorry, positive 3. 3, negative 6.
We're not that either.
I don't know where that one is.
Go down.
Quadrant 4,
Yeah.
3, negative 6. So it should be here. What happened here?
Negative 6, 3.
How'd they get this spot?
Negative 6, 3, negative 6.
No, I want to know what it is. I want to know how did they get that. I don't know. I don't know what the spot is. I want to know how did they get
Oh,
that.
I know.
What mistake they probably made. We don't know for sure, but probably. They probably mixed these up. They did y and then x, because then that would have worked. Y, then x. Okay. Next one, B, negative 2, 4. Negative 2, 4. Good? Okay. C, negative 10, way over here. Negative 8, up or down? Down. Good. Negative 8, good. D, negative 1, negative 3. That one's actually kind of interesting because it's not even on a line at all, right? It's right in the middle of a square. Completely fine. And last one, 3, negative 7. It'd be down here. Again, this person, it looks like they mixed the x and the y up. Remember, x always comes before y, just like the alphabet. It's no different than the alphabet. X then y. Okay? Today, you're going to have to do something first. Okay? And you will be graphing on something like this today. But first thing you're going to have to figure out is profit. Now, can someone remind me, how do you find profit again? I told you to put it in your notes yesterday.
I know.
How do you find profit, Elijah? It's not just the monthly pay. We wrote an equation on the board yesterday. I used letters.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you take a stab at it. Income minus your expenses. So yesterday for the bike trip, we learned all their incomes, right? Today, you're going to have to do some with expenses, or they're going to call it costs. Why they call it costs instead of expenses, I'm not 100% sure, but they're going to call it costs. Same thing as expenses. Okay? Not for a while. 2.
I guess can we use a calculator?
Now, you'll notice this table looks fairly similar to yesterday. It has the price, customers, and income. If you have your table from yesterday, you literally could just copy all those incomes down because you found those yesterday. Okay? If you don't remember them, you're going to have to find the incomes again. If you have it from yesterday, fantastic. Now, here's your actual work, the math behind it. Let me zoom in on this, because you're going to have to find the cost. And they did the first one for you. But I'll tell you right now, the cost probably is not going to be the same for all of them, because it depends on the number of people. Okay. All right. If I do not show you this, I guarantee no one would know where this information is. I want everyone to read through this paragraph, because in that paragraph they tell you how much the cost is per person, how much their expenses are per person. So read that little paragraph at the top. They tell you how much their expenses are per person.
Survey conducted.
Yes, survey conducted. So Raven, you should be reading. Evan, you should be reading, not doing your work.
Because you're not going to be able to know the expenses. So you're reading
Richard,
from
you should be reading the board.
Once you see how much the expenses are, raise your hand.
Now
It is
you should
in
be
there.
reading the board. Okay, yeah.
Page, if you're getting your book out, it's page, it should say something about how much it costs per person.
Don't yell it out, people are
Don't,
still.
yeah. Page 44, ma'am. This is why, actually in math class, it is very important to read everything. Because I guarantee you, most of you would have just started trying to work on the problem right away and said, I don't know how much the expenses are. Well, it does tell you.
Started working on it.
So, Mr. Richard Mallett, how much are these expenses? Where you find 200? Is that from the picture?
It's just not, you need to leave the paragraph above it.
The picture is not going to help you, Mr. Mason.
100.
Can you go underline it? You got to just hit a color quick. Yeah, they did not bold this. They did not make it bigger. You had to read this and figure it out. It is $150 per person. So, how do you think they got a cost of $6,000 for that first row in your table? What did they do you think? There was 40 people there. How do you think they got a cost of $6,000? Remember, cost is their expense. So if you want to jot that down by cost, that's
So
like
they
the
didn't make
expense.
$6,000, like that's not what they walked away with.
That's what they spent.
That's what they spent to have this tool.
Okay. Let's go with Ashton.
That's not an answer. No, how did they get the $6,000?
Well, that does include food.
So what math did they do to get the $6,000 and it costs
They did some kind of operation, some kind of equation.
Well, how did you fill in your table? What math did you do to fill in your table? Oh, so what did they multiply that? Don't say I don't know, because we're gonna make the answer.
Two things.
Well, what did they multiply? What did you take?
That's dependent income. Yes.
Keep going, you're almost
What about
close.
the cost? How much was the cost again? Mason said it. 150 what though? Is that for everyone or 150 what? Good, because it's 150 what? Per person. You have 40 people, obviously you're gonna have to do 40 times 150. Okay? Now how do you think they filled in that last column? It says profit or loss. So you might have a profit, or you might have a loss, depending on what happens. So how do you think they found that last row out? Or column, sorry, it's a column. How'd they get negative $2,000? Ouch, trust me, you don't wanna be running a business if you're losing $2,000 every day.
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
effective.
Olivia, how do you think they got negative $2,000? Don't use the words I don't know. And if you're not sure, once we say it, you better be writing it down. How do you think they got negative 2,000?
Look at your numbers, Olivia, in your two different columns. Look at your income and your costs.
And we wrote down an equation to find profit yesterday. Someone said it today, I don't remember. Even it. Would that be positive 2,000? If you do 6 minus 4? 4,000 minus 6,000. That's how they got the negative 2,000.
Now, why did you do it?
Very good. So if this was your company, would you probably charge $100? No. Okay. So by the end of the day, you'll be able to figure out which one you'll probably charge based on profit. Remember, we said banks, people care about profits, not income. Because profit tells you your business is doing well, not the income. Okay. So you are going to have about 20 minutes. I want you to finish that table, and then you look underneath it. It has a graph. You have to graph what? What are the two things you have to graph? It tells you. Don't say, I have people come to me yesterday and say, how do I put all this on one graph? How do I put this whole table on one graph? You're not putting the whole table on a graph. put two things. Okay, Raven, what are the two things? Price and profit. And which one is X and which one is Y? Very good. Price is the X, profit is the Y. And they already have it numbered for you. All you gotta do is put the points. Okay?
Can we use a calculator?
If you really need to use a calculator, you may. Double check your math. Okay? So, you got 15 to 20 minutes. You should be able to, we just told you how to do the whole table. You should be able to get that done, no problem. And then graph them just like we did the other couple points. Emily. Once you get all the costs done. And remember the incomes you solved yesterday. So if you solve that table, you can literally just write all the incomes down, or you might have to refine them again. And again, my big question today is going to be, if this is your company, what would you charge and why? You had all these done yesterday. You still have all those incomes you did yesterday. You found all the income yesterday. So remember I said if you have the income, literally just copy them down. It's just fine. It's all you found it, yeah. Don't grade much. Well, go ahead and find who is this? Who's all these numbers here? I think you guys just all did this. Come on. That's not very good either, is it? Better than that one, though. Still not very good.
Wait, so this one's the best one?
$4,000.
These are the best, so this one was the only one.
Okay. So they put them in that order. If you are able to get the table and graph all done, there actually is page 46 you can work on too on the back of your paper. On the back of the paper is page 46. Yes, Raven. 1 second, Raven Henderson first. How much was it per person? How much was the expense? So it's always 150 times whatever, however many people. You could just add 150. What is the cost per person? Okay, so you guys do what times what? 150 times what? No, that's not the number of people. Price and profit. So price is the X, profit is the Y. That's what it is. How did they get 6,000? We talked about this. How did they get the 6,000? Okay, so what are you going to do for the second one, do you think? Okay, we're gonna go to the one after that. Really? Looks good. I thought you, how did you have first one again? Yeah. Did they use the 4,000 at all? So then you won't use any of those incomes, you won't use 5,250, you won't use 6,000. Very good.
I don't know what.
Here is only that much. So your next one was 150, 35, and what? Okay, so that's what you're right there. These bottom numbers are the income. That one is, which means how much money did it make?
That is,
Very good.
where's 150?
Did you use the 100 or 150? No.
That's your cost.
You did the number of people times what? No. 150. Always 150 because it's 150 per person. So now let's do well, already is $100. Yep, and then just start down there. And it probably will start down there and kind of come up. And then obviously it'll probably start going back down, right? So that kind of that curve one from yesterday. It'll go up. Yep, and then it'll start going back down again.
So what is your product loss? So on this number,
Where's 150? You're good.
How did they get 6? How did you get 0?
Because 0 is correct.
So our.
How do you get that? Very good. So what do you think you're going to do for the next one? Yep. Make sure you go in order. Don't switch them up. It's always income minus the cost or minus expense.
Is this right?
No, that doesn't make any sense. These are not making sense. Your cost can, no.
Okay, good. I did a bunch because I got the pattern.
Call pattern.
Yeah. I'm done. Every other
So minus 750. Minus 750.
I'm done.
Okay. So now you're only going to, so I need you to do that, they don't, they don't get third.
Yep. You do get done with the front side, you can go to the back side right away. So. Write down any of the equations we told you. You said how income you did yesterday.
That's not right.
So where's that? You have that done already.
Oh, you did 30. Alright.
This is wrong because you said every graph point is.
How do you find income? Whoa, what's going on with that? Did you say, so this is not paying for negative?
No matter what.
You're saying zero's like today. I got one was yesterday and then 2 days back. This would be like,
And then we have to find out, right?
and this is the temperature above or below average. So this would be like 4 days above average. This would be below average. That would make sense. Describe the pattern of change. Remember, just because it says the word pattern does not mean there has to be a pattern. You can literally say there is no pattern. Like, that's a legitimate answer. Okay. Good so far, baby.
Yeah, here's what
How do you find it?
what you're thinking.
Oh, you did it yesterday. You tell me.
X is gonna be everything.
Oh, you played it. You don't know.
They're both the temperatures.
Let me check.
Mr. Such a mean somebody.
No.
You're right, Elijah, never mind.
Look at the story. There's 2 things they talk about. They talk about the temperature and days. So what about days that pass? What if the day was like 0? Like yesterday would be like 100. The day before that day was 2.
So negative 2.
I have 25 here.
Trust, think of the verb X is always 1. So, will the day depend on the temperature, or will the temperature depend on the day? Yeah. So temperature can't be X. Because Y is always Y depends on X. Okay. So, look at the first one. What is your price? And your profit is? Good morning. Yes, I do. Okay, I'll send them down. But, Logan, you have to go to the office. See if you're still with this. Okay, so net 100 negative 2,000, right? I want you to put it where you think it will go, and then I'll double check it. Put it where you think it will go. 100 negative 2,000. You're bad. Yes or no? Ish. Doesn't look like there's something down already.
So be short here.
Very good. Keep going.
Yeah, the
This little story that you can talk about is super.
okay, you don't have to play negative.
So temperature, what's the other thing you're talking about? So either one of these could be temperature, and one's gonna be days.
What's your other one? Right. Oh.
Question. Good negative days.
So,
Days be negative.
$8 on the first one.
without knowing what's days and what's temperature.
Yeah, I know, but it's been kind of. So which ones are you gonna apply? Which columns do you apply? So
One of these are days and one of them's temperature.
yeah, like one of these columns.
Wait, okay, yeah. Wait, so we just stay on the back and we're done?
Yes, you do know it's right here.
Wait, we have to finish the other side.
Or why?
Evan, how can you make these days? Might as well, right? So I bet you how quick do you think it's days?
I know how if you die, Mr. Stitchen, you're gonna get negative days if you die. I know how they're communicating. You already told us.
Wait, some of them. You're right.
Think of it as today like the present being zero.
And then.
What would yesterday have been? And the day before that? So our mode positive must be. That's how you get it negative. If today is like zero, the past would be negative, the future would be positive. Hang on to that sheet. Is there any past? Nice job, Raven. Alright, good. You're doing a lot of talking and not a lot of working. This is part of your homework today.
I'm gonna go get my mouse.
Forgot your mouse in my house. Here's what we got. Is this the point here? Is that the point here? Oh, so that's a scratch off, Grace. I was gonna say, if you ever have a way up there, you might wanna always double check, that doesn't fit the rest of it, right? Cause this looks beautiful, that's what it should look like, so I wanna erase that one. And you can go right to the back side already, Grace. Nice job.
So, what is the problem? What, public, this column out? I would put email.
Actually, we grab these two. So this is price.
Yes.
You're all over.
Yes, this is profit and loss.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Is there any pattern?
Okay,
It's temperature. Temperature doesn't really have it. It just does whatever it wants. I mean, you can make it red like you see where there's no temperature, but
He's on the
temperature fluctuates.
I'm on yeah, it goes like it goes like this. Oh, these.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That should
Yes. Zero's on the side. So enter line zero. I know.
nice job. Easy peasy, isn't it? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yes, thank you.
Right?
What point is this?
Which one's next?
Whenever I look at this, if I was grading something testing, so I would tell so easy to grade around. If there's ever a point that's actually off, instead of kind of down,
Maybe it's
it's not getting on the line. Here that tip. So I'm guessing that point is probably, that's 15 years.
No, that Jesus is. Okay, I get it.
Nice job, Greg. Good work. Good work. All right.
Yes.
Now all you gotta do is take these ones. Hey, is there any pattern? Yes or no? No, aren't they just kind of up, down, all the way around? Yep, so just hang on to this. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone freeze. I'll wait when I see everyone's eyes quick. Okay, this sheet, we're gonna talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna collect it. So if you're not done with the sheet, that includes front and back. That's gonna be part of your homework, along with the 2 questions, 2 problems of homework. And Alex, you did the homework. It was pretty simple, wasn't it? Okay. So if you did not get the sheet done, you do that and the homework. Okay, we're gonna talk about this problem tomorrow. All right. Peace out. Ava, you order a new pencil. know what the homework is tonight?
Yeah, 3,000. Yeah, right.
When you say two problems, it's like 20 problems.
You give us the
They're
most.
super easy.
You give us the most homework on Wednesdays.
Yeah. No, yesterday I had more homework than this.
But I don't think homework's.
I haven't even looked at it.
No.
How can you-
It's not only the first one you get it. You say two problems.
The second one, you're measuring the graph to the story.
The one is.
Yeah, so
Hey,
when
that's
you got
nice
wrong,
mouse.
just flop right there.
Where'd you get that? That is a high-tech mouse.
It's on.
Must be a nice
It's
try
on
now.
A, B, C, D, and T.
HIJKLMP.
No, and then there's like another A, B, C, D, and the second one. Not two problems.
Make sure you goes to E.
So where does that come? Yeah, so this is. Okay, and then your next one is what, 400 and, oh, 25. Okay, so next one. Yep, and then. Yep, yep, and then your last one. Well, it's one first. Yeah. You're right, there you go. So now if you were to connect this, what do you see here? What's happening? So if we were to ask, yep. So the profit goes down, or the profit goes down when you have your rate. So up here, what does this point tell you up here? Okay, so you have to, then you'll have some questions about that, I'm sure somewhere. So now this backside has to be finished. Okay? Whose class are you going to? Spanish? Do you need a pass, or if you just say you're in math, should be okay? All right, this was Kalina's.
Yeah. Homework on your class. Yes, two easy problems. One you're just telling me what the points are. And the other one you're measuring a graph to a story.
And then I have to finish your assignments, right? Mason.
You got all this today, that whole piece of paper was done. Class today.
So this one. Let's. That's why I said. So Monday, then you would get caught up. And so from Monday on day.
Now this is
Yes, I was gonna tell the team, I just because I went to college to work yesterday. If I know some background knowledge of him, I'd say, you know, my supposed to work. Soy wine. You get stabbed on something. And then you get to
What is this?
Hairstyle style is over here.
Yeah. Oh. You're not funny.
What is that?
Somebody tried video game on the lab.
This is for his extension.
Right.
Is that you when you wake up in the morning?
Joanne, I want my.
Yeah, here you go.
Brandon has.
That one was sick. I saw your video. It's Michelle. And then I rolled up my cell phone. Oh, look. What are you doing? What is that? Sounds funny. Oh, yeah.
What are you?
This thing's on tight. You know what's happening? These three things. When they take it apart.
I'm sure you did.
Now it works. I'm building myself. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to actually take it again. Over here. So, if you guys have how much I destroyed it. Like one of those people Hey, I will save you with Ron. You
Run.
Remember the Los Angeles Knights?
Tell me, what's this thing for?